I am not a public speaker. If anything, I really hate being the center of attention.
Erin, can you just start by describing the current conditions at your hospital right now that are frustrating for you?
I'd like to start off. Ultimately, I just felt like I had a story that needed to be told. And so I was just open and honest. I really didn't want to. I was really afraid to be in front of the camera, afraid I would get in trouble. I'm sure all the same fears that any normal person would have. But I just was myself and honest, and Kathy pushed me into it. She's like, okay, you're going to do this now. And I'm glad that she did that. What motivated me to speak out was everything that I was going through on a daily basis and everything that I was seeing nurses struggling with. I'm just so incredibly passionate about nursing. Our profession is just so amazing. And I always believe that we can do better and we can be better. So in order to get there, we need the support of our administration. So by speaking out, it really puts pressure on administration to do the right thing, whether it be safe staffing, lunch breaks, awareness about COVID. All of these things helped motivate me to speak out. What keeps me going is just that I think it's making a difference. I feel it's very empowering to speak your truth, no matter what your truth is, what you're going through in the hospital. It raises awareness. And I think if anything, it captures the attention of our administration and they start to do the right thing. Some of the things I like about media is just getting the truth and the story out there. I think it's very valuable to tell personal stories. Those stories are so valuable because they give a window to what we're going through. So people need to hear them. What I don't like is I am not a public speaker. I get so terrified before an interview.
It simply is the worst thing I've
Es ist das Schlimmste, was ich je erlebt habe. In den letzten 10 Monaten habe ich mehr Tote gesehen als in den 8 Jahren als Krankenschwester zuvor.
It's not easy, but after all is said and done, I feel better getting the truth out there. Okay, so the scariest interview that I ever did was the CNN interview.
Strain on some California medical workers is going from the breaking point to the picket line.
I knew that it was a large audience and I knew that it was live. So there's no room for making mistakes. There's no room for editing. And the pandemic has just exacerbated those issues.
Okay, so I just want to be clear, you're not asking for money here?
Some of the questions that were asked of me were very direct, asking about money. And I just wanted to return the focus to what was really important, and that was the patient safety and safe staffing. They have recorded record profits at a time when we need more help. We just need more support.
Erin,
I think what was the hardest about that interview is that they put me in an internal waiting room for 2 hours. So I had to just wait and my nerves sort of built up. So my favorite interview was an interview on NPR. It was a collection of diaries and it was just so personal. It was just my voice, but I felt it was very powerful. My one big takeaway from all of these interviews is, number one, you don't really get in trouble for speaking out as long as you're careful to not violate HIPAA. And number two, media really does have a narrative and you have to be careful because they're going to use your words to fill their narrative. So as long as you keep your message clear on what you're trying to say, the message will come out that way. I feel that my voice is important and I realize that everyone's voice is important. So I take the time to not only speak up about what matters, but also listen to people. It's really made a difference in my personal life.